Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another episode of the Think Global podcast. I am your host, International Seth, and today's date is June 26, 2025. It is a Thursday here, and I'm recording live from Doha, Qatar. I have a good guest on with me today, Mr. Milan Maka, aka Mr. Gambia himself. It's been a while since we have been on the Think Global podcast, but we are coming back with a vengeance. We're discussing everything about African basketball, in particular here with my man, aka Mr. Gambia. It's only right that we discuss Gambian basketball. So welcome to the Think Global podcast, Mr. Gambia.
Thank you very much. It's nice being on this platform. Thank you very much for the gesture.
So each and every one of our guests that come on the show, we do what we call the world call. That's when we give our guests 10 seconds to name off some of the countries that you have visited. This is an international platform. We're all about thinking outside the box and thinking global. So right now, we're going to put Mr. Gambia on the world call. Ready, go.
I've been to Senegal and Guinea-Bissau.
Okay. So Senegal and Guinea-Bissau. One thing that I've realized about, because I had a lot of teammates in Qatar here who are Senegalese, and I was ignorant. I really didn't know that basically Senegal and the Gambia are the same people, man. And they're both tall, and you guys, only thing that really is different is the borders. And the border just kind of, the Gambia goes down along that river, and then the rest of the country is Senegal. So do you want to talk about how basketball is between Gambia and Senegal? Is there like a rivalry?
Yeah, well, I think as of now, we really have a great connection between the two federations and even with players and individuals. You know, we got some Gambian kids that are in Senegal playing basketball. Likewise, in Gambia as well, we got some kids that are Senegalese, but they are really competing in the Gambia League. You know, it's just the borders and the how is it called, language differences and all that, laws and other things. But when it comes to basketball, Gambia and Senegal are really one.
Okay. So we know of a couple of Senegalese players who have made it outside, in Europe. I don't think there used to be a couple of Senegalese players in the NBA back, I think in the 2000s. I don't think there's any Senegalese players currently playing in the NBA. Is that correct?
Yep. I don't think there is a current Senegalese player in the NBA.
Who would you say is the most accomplished player who came from the Gambia?
That has Dennis Schroeder is half Gambian, by the way.
Okay, well there you go. Yeah. Dennis Schroeder, he's had German nationality. He played for the German national team, and most recently, Dennis Schroeder is playing for which NBA organization? I know he's been traded a lot.
The Pistons.
Oh yeah, he's with the Detroit Pistons right now. Okay,
For the double NBA, we have Satu Sabali, who is also playing in the German league, but they're both Gambians. They've been here several times, to meet their families and all that.
For sure. So we're going to get into the women's basketball, because I think probably the women's basketball has more potential than the men's. I think that from what I know, what my contacts there with like Coach Daniel, a shout out to Coach Daniel, appreciate you for the contact, man. But the players who I've seen on film, they're tall, they're athletic, and they're really developing quick in terms of the women's basketball. What is the scene like in Gambia in terms of like the infrastructure, the federation, youth leagues, the professional league? Is it just like one league for the men's and one league for the women, or do you guys have like two divisions, or like kind of what's the framework of the Gambian Federation basketball?
Well, actually, for the federation, I can say it's how is it called? It's a baby federation because they're coming up. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but now they're getting everything together to structure everything. I'm starting from, let's say, 2020 up to now. At least things are going great. But in terms of the leagues that we're playing, we're fortunate to have two divisions. We have the first division, then we have the second division. But for the female side, we only have one division. Then we have academic categories, which is both boys and girls. Then we have the mini basketball also, which is the under 12 kids that are also playing basketball here.
And you guys are, correct me if I'm wrong, are you zone 3, is it, when it comes to Africa, or is it?
We in zone 2. We in zone 2.
Zone 2. And so that's what, who's the Mali, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau?
Senegal, Senegal is part of it.
Mm.
Guinea-Bissau is part of it. How is it called? Sierra Leone is also zone 2. And how is it called? There's Guinea-Conakry.
Mm-hmm.
Guinea-Conakry is also zone 2. Yeah, these are a few that I can mention that are part of the zone 2.
Okay. And so you've been doing your part in all of this by having a talk show. You talk about sports, you talk about basketball. We want to shine a little bit light about your talk show and what is it about, how often you guys get on the microphone, and what's the reception of it?
Yeah, well, actually, Gambia Basketball Talk Show, it started in 2023. That was when we started it, with the main intention to help Gambian basketball, especially the players, and to promote the league of Gambia basketball, create opportunities for these young players as well, give them the exposure that they need, how is it called, talk about Gambia basketball in ways we can also get to meet people like you, at least, to have interest in what is happening in the Gambia as well. But so far, so good. It's going so great because all the players are taking part in it, during interviews and or anytime we need to talk with them or to send us their information, they definitely do that, share their videos for us to publish it out there in the world. But how is it called? The federation also, which have been giving us the go ahead, to keep pushing, they give us the support, they give us the information as well that we can also share, that is going to be very, very helpful to Gambia basketball. So basically, it started with a small group of people, then it started getting bigger and better, bigger and better. But last year, I remember traveling with the, how is it called, with the national team to Guinea-Bissau. So as Gambia Basketball Talk Show, we were the one responsible of doing the live videos for the games. People were at home, watching the games live. From there on, we moved to the 3-on-3 in Dakar, which is the Youth Olympics on the 16th. It was really amazing there as well. We were featured in the games live. We were getting access to players, talking to people, having interviews, and kids back in the Gambia were also watching it, and they were getting inspired and motivated more, which also motivated the kids a lot. Then from there, we also moved to chess, which was the FIBA Zone 2, which was the FIBA Zone 2 under 16. It was very, very interesting. But basically it's really helping the kids in the Gambia, because when we go out there, we try to feature things live, and kids back here be motivated, they be inspired by what they see, and during the BAL also, we were there to cover some of the games, some of the players and all the highlights and all that, to make sure the kids in the Gambia who are not fortunate to have much facilities and all that be able to see live, because they see one of them who belongs to them is there out there showing them that yes, this is how basketball is, and this is possible for any of you, this is how it happens. The kids really love it, and I cannot thank them enough, because without them, we won't be going anywhere. They give us the views, they give us the reactions, the likes, the comments, the appreciation. Even if we go for a day or two without giving an update, they start asking questions. So they're really the motivation. Thank you very much to our fans, in the Gambia here and outside of Gambia as well.
Okay, so on Instagram, it's Gambia Talk Basketball on Instagram. Is that it? Or
Gambia Basketball Talk Show.
Okay, Gambia Basketball Talk Show. And make sure to include that in the description, and make sure we have some of our audience go and subscribe as well. So you hit the nail on the head. Now we talk about the BAL and the development of African basketball on the continent, because growing up, and I didn't grow up in Africa, but I can imagine lots of African kids want to play basketball, right? They want to play
Yeah.
sports. They see professionals on TV, they see the lifestyle that they live in, the fact that it can change their lives, and they want that, you know. But it seemed like it was a far dream because you see the NBA, you see Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and the NBA. It seems like it's very, very far away. But now, with the advent of the BAL and NBA of Africa, you having a state of the art arena
Senegal.
in Dakar and Senegal, and now a player from Senegal who might not, you know, have had that option to see before is actually able to go see and say, hey, this is actually possible. This is something I can obtain, which is it's a fantastic thing. So you want to talk about how that opportunity has changed the minds of young people?
Yeah, but to be honest, like Basketball Africa League, but it's the deal right now. It's the deal right now. Even yesterday, something great happened for African basketball. You can see it all over the world. It has been circulated that a kid from South Sudan who has never seen big things, never got infrastructure at a younger age, just started his basketball, at the age of at a very late in his teenage ages, get into the how is it called NBA academy, played in the BAL, and finally from there to Duke. Now he is in the NBA draft, which was really great and amazing for African basketball. I think the BAL is really, really, really great because starting with promoting the African culture. The playing style of African basketball is also being promoted there. And it's also bringing Africa together as one nation, as one continent, which is really, really, really amazing. And for the youths as well, I think being in Senegal and seeing what happens there. In fact, all the kids that are playing basketball in Senegal are really motivated with what they saw because the arena alone, inspired you as a basketball player. Once you get in that arena, you kind of feel the basketball, that you watch on TV, like the NBA arenas and all that. Like you start to feel that motion and seeing someone that maybe probably you have even played with or seeing someone who has been part of a team that in the BAL, playing there, making good money, playing nice basketball, getting views and all that. I think the BAL is a very big motivation to the younger generation in African basketball.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more. It's been absolutely amazing to see the development of the BAL. Our organization is based in Kigali, and for the last 4 years, Kigali has been the host nation. We're having the finals there, and again, state of the art arena. Jumbo screen, locker rooms, 10,000 people filled up. And you're looking around, you're just like, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. So even myself, as a contributor to this African basketball development, it becomes more inspiring for me to say, okay, well, as long as these guys are doing it, that means that we can follow up. And I'm just kind of like riding on the the wave of
Yeah,
of the progress, and we're at the very, very back. But as long as this wave keeps on going on, it's going to
yeah,
pull us and other grassroots development organizations along with us. So yeah, there's lots of good plans for the continent in terms of basketball, and it's important about the grassroots, because like you said, Kamen Maluch, who's the player who you was alluding to, who got drafted
yeah.
number 10 overall in the 2025 NBA draft. He's
Oh,
come from South Sudan. I think he only started playing basketball maybe 15, 14 years old, and he's 7 foot
yeah.
tall. So the one thing that needs to change is players need to on the continent need to start learning and practicing fundamentals much earlier. Do you want to just talk about the importance of grassroots basketball and player development?
Yeah, so I think how is it called? That has been lacking back in the days because how is it called? People don't used to believe in basketball in Africa. You can count the number of every country that you go to, the number of professional players that are playing in pro leagues. basically it's not much. Like you go to other countries, you get to notice that there is no professional player there. But now that at least how is it called? You got every team in every country. You at least have an individual who is playing pro basketball. It has bring up how is it called that motivation to the youths, and bringing in back to the fundamentals, which is very very important, which is the key of basketball, and it starts from grassroots. I'm talking with Amadou Gallo as well. That is what he really taught me, and he gave me great advice about it. We need to teach these kids young. It has to be from a younger age. We try grooming them up. Start helping them so that they can grow with it. Because basketball is really a way of life. It's really a way of life. People are making a lot of money out of it. People are getting money from it, helping other. It is getting people into leadership. It's paying bills and all that. So like it's about time that we take it as a serious business. People start investing in it. Helping kids at the younger generation. And thanks to Gambia, we are fortunate to have a program which is the under 12 basketball. That is really 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 amazing, and it's going fine. Almost all the academics here in the Gambia has under 12 kids that are playing basketball. So this is, and in that under 12, all we focus on is to help these kids get the fundamentals. It's not about winning game. It's all about having fun, enjoying what you're doing, knowing the basics and the fundamental. When they grow up with it, then they can get to start competing and winning. But at the under 12 level, all we try to teach them is have fun. This is a game. Enjoy it as much as you can. Understand the fundamentals, and it will lead you through to anywhere in the world. Yeah.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely want to come out there to visit you guys sometime, man. Hopefully, we can make that one happen.
Man, anytime.
Yeah.
It's the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia. You're gonna be smiling here all day when you're here.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna try to get out there, man, as soon as possible. We do a Think Global camp or something. Shout out to my man, Coach Daniel. Also,
Yeah.
Ibrahim. We had Ibrahim. What's that? How you pronounce his last name?
Drama.
Drame.
Ibrahim
Yeah.
Drame. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then we also know a female baller, and we can discuss a little bit about female Bintu. I've had discussions with
Mhm.
her as well. She's been kind of the, a leader, I think a former MVP of the league, very,
Yeah.
very good, smart player as well. So shout out to Bintu. What about Gambia women's basketball? Is there a lot of potential with that?
Yeah, women's basketball is also going great. It's just that we just have three categories. I can say we have just the Division One women, we have the academy, and the under 12. So basically, the academy and the under 12, we're trying to make sure like whatever we organize for the boys in the academy tournament, we organize the same thing for the girls as well. The number of games boys are playing is the number of games girls are playing. So for the mini basketball, which is the under 12, it's basically equal to them. Sometimes we can even mix them up, boys and girls, because at that age, you can even mix them up to play together, to learn a lot of things. So we have the likes of Bintu Dembele, who has been inspiring a lot of kids. She has been mentoring a lot of kids with the help of, they have a program called Accent Together. Shout out to them. They're doing great. They only focus on kids, giving them scholarships, giving, helping them with what they need, and all that. She has been part of that program. She's mentoring a lot of kids. Bintu is really amazing. But on the female side of Gambian basketball, she has been helping a lot. And they're really, really, really doing great. The fact that on international level, we went for the 3-on-3, Dakar Unzio Youth Olympics, and they won bronze there.
Mm.
After that one, also the FIFA Zone 2, they also came out, but with third position winning bronze there. So that can that tell you that Gambia basketball, both male and female, are definitely doing great.
Well, keep up the good work, brother. Like I said, I definitely want to come out there to visit you guys sometime soon.
Yeah.
Let's keep in contact. For those you guys who are new to the Think Global podcast, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And you can also follow Azomco Global on Instagram. We have more content like this. We're all about travel, international sports, international business, and we have guests coming on from all over across the world to bring you guys the latest insights and expertise from all the professional background, as we did with the big Mr. Basketball, Mr. Gambian Basketball.
Basket.
So I'll give you the
Yeah.
last word, man, Mr. Gambian Basketball. Let the world know what you want to say, and what they need to hear, man. Let you get the last word, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to let the world know that Gambia is ready, and the world better be ready for us because we coming, man. We coming. Big time. We coming, man. Our kids are coming up, you know what I mean? They're playing basketball. They're playing real basketball. They're learning the fundamentals, and they're ready for the world. So the world better be ready for us because we coming, man. The
Absolutely,
smiling
man.
coast of Africa, the Gambia people. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're behind you 100%, man. At Azomco Global, we're behind you 100%, brother. We wish you
Yeah.
guys all the best of luck, and I can't wait till I see you guys soon. So until we do, man, continue to do what you do, and yeah, shout out to everybody in the Gambia and Think Global, man. We'll see you guys next time on the Think Global podcast.
Yeah, thank you very much. Gambia Basketball Talk Show.
Think global, that's our call. Azomco leading, standing tall, made in her wonder, big ball.